Hi Amy, this is Mr. Caslin. I want to take a look at a problem that we looked at right at the end of our session last time, SAT problem having to do with circles. Now, we've noticed in a lot of circle problems, there's two formulas you're definitely going to need to know. Circumference of a circle is 2 pi r, and the area of any circle is pi r squared. Okay, that can actually help us with this problem. Here we have one circle with a diameter of x. We have a second circle with a diameter of y. All right, it says the first circle covers a distance of d feet in 100 revolutions. What you have to understand about circles is the distance that a circle travels. When you have a wheel and it travels one revolution, you're basically traveling the circumference of the circle. You're making 360 degrees around, so you're traveling the distance around the circle, which is the circumference. So the distance that this wheel covers in 100 revolutions will be 100 times each individual revolution, which would be the circumference. So 100 times the circumference. Okay. Since we know what the diameter is of this particular circle here, instead of 2 pi r, remember 2 times the radius is the same as diameter. Okay, diameter is x, so the circumference of this particular circle is x times pi. Okay, so the distance that this circle travels in 100 revolutions will be 100 times the circumference, which is 100x pi. All right, now it's asking how many revolutions does the second wheel make covering the same distance, the same d feet. Okay, so we're saying the same distance. How many revolutions is this circle going to cover? So we don't know how many revolutions, so that's our variable r. It's the number of revolutions times the circumference. So the circumference on this one is going to be y pi. Okay, because we're substituting 2 times the radius for the diameter, which is y. Right? I thought this problem was a little confusing because d usually is the variable we do use for diameter. So in this case, we're not using d for diameter, we're using d for the distance that this first circle's traveling in 100 revolutions. So I wish they would have used another variable, but in this case they didn't. Now, we know that these two distances are going to be the same. We just know that this circle does it in 100 revolutions, this circle does it in r revolutions. So since we're trying to find r, that's the variable we're going to solve for. So the distances are equal. Let's set these two equations equal to one another. 100 x pi is equal to r times y pi. Again, we're trying to get r by itself, trying to solve for r. Notice there's a excuse me, notice there's a pi on both sides. If we divided both sides by pi, those would eliminate. Now to get r by itself, we would just have to divide the right-hand side by y, the left-hand side by y. Those would cancel, so r would equal 100x divided by pi, which turned out to be answer E. Okay, so I've been stressing on these SAT problems, draw yourself pictures, especially when two things equal one another. Find the equation that they're asking for, solve for the unknown. So writing down variables, writing down equations will help you solve a lot of these problems. And then again, we need to know the formulas for our circles for the circumference and the area. Good luck on the SAT on Saturday. Talk to you later.